Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Pershing, NATO 7.2. If you remember, things aren't going too good for the boys from NATO, but they're doing the best they can. Okay, tech, PGM, AMD, advanced SLBMs. The way things are going, they might think they might need those. Okay, they got AMD and advanced SLBMs, or they got PGM and advanced SLBMs, missed AMD. PGM goes to stage 2. They get on the board with advanced SLBMs at stage 1. Okay. Because Warsaw Pact attacked NATO in northern Germany with battlefield nukes on the last turn, NATO gets 1d12 for theater release authorization. They did not get it. No theater release. Okay, next up is purchase. NATO is spending 20 on 2 mechs, 2 spags, and a fighter. They're spending 8 on another fighter, 12 on 2 artillery, and the remaining 9 on a next-gen MBT and a SAM. And this time they are able to build 3 cruise missiles and 2 anti-ship missiles. Combat. NATO says we're tired of taking shit. We're going to do a little bit of stomping, or try to anyway. The destroyer in M4 goes up to M6 to attack the SSG. 2 Marines in eastern Algeria are attacking into West Libya. On the fleet card here, there are 2 fighters and 2 attack bombers. Those will all be going in to support the attack. The attack bombers will be rolling battlefield nukes. Okay, over here, the P3 from Extremadura goes 1-2 out here to attack the diesel boat in A42. The fleet here in A6, the SSN is going to shoot 2 anti-ship missiles. The cruiser is going to shoot 1 at the Soviet fleet in A7. This diesel boat is going to come off silent running and attack. The diesel boat from A5 is also going over there to attack. Times are getting desperate. Akershus. Sam and 2 mechs from Nordland are going to counterattack Akershus. From the fleet in A6, a fighter and an attack bomber are joining this attack. The attack bomber will be rolling battlefield nukes. Over here in northern Germany, we're going to have a surgical strike. So, the major airbase in southern England shoots cruise missile 1, 2, 3. Same with Paris, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. The strategic bomber in southern France will be flying over Picardy here and shoot 2 cruise missiles, 1, 2. Combat move him to Picardy. 1, 2 into northern Germany. Attack bomber in Rhineland is going to come up and drop some battlefield nukes in surgical strike. And 2 fighters from the fleet in A6 here will go 1, 2 to escort the strike. Warsaw Pact says they are going to scramble their 2 fighters from East Germany to intercept. So we will have some interception. And of course there are 2 SPAGs there in northern Germany which will be rolling some air defense. Okay, here we go. Let's see, we're going to do the destroyer attacking the SSG first. Okay, there is a 3. The destroyer sinks the SSG. It returns fire. I think 4 is a hit in defense. Let me see. No. SSG defends at 3. So that is a miss. So the SSG is gone. Kaput. Okay, next, let's do the fight in West Libya. I'm not going to board it. So we've got 4 planes coming in. The SAM gets to take 3 shots. First strike. That is a 1. So there is 1 first strike hit by the SAM. And that will be taken on one of the Navy fighters. So kill one of those. Okay, now we have 2 Marines attacking at 1 because of the desert. Wait a minute. Yeah, 2 Marines attacking at 1. They both miss. Okay, now we have a fighter on air superiority at 6. Okay, that is an air superiority hit. And now we have 2 attack bombers, triple dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. That's going to be more than enough to do the job because there's only 4 units there. And they already had an air hit, so that takes out the fighter since battlefield nukes can't hit air units, but that's done. So, we have 2 light infantry defending. They miss. Fighter defends. It misses. So the Battle of West Libya is over. The Warsaw Pact boys have been evicted. Okay, that is worth 2. So that's NATO up to 47, Warsaw Pact down to 33. And so we don't forget, we move our fallout marker up 1 to 4. Okay, now we're going to have the P3 attacking the diesel boat in A42. P3 attacks at 2. That's a miss. Next, that's a miss, so that's done. Next, we're going to have the cruise missile. Yeah, the cruise missile and submarine attack in A7. Now, the Soviets do have 2 battle cruisers, a cruiser, and 2 frigates in there, so that is a total of 5 missile defense shots. So their missile defense is first. Five missile defense shots. They shot down 1 of the anti-ship missiles. Okay. There. Okay, so we got 2 anti-ship missiles coming in. 1 gets a hit. And now we got 2 diesel boats attacking. 1 gets a hit. That's 2 hits. 2 hits by the attacker. Okay, now, I know this probably seems like suicide, but, you know, given the way things are going, NATO's got to hurt them as much as they can where they can. So there's an enemy diesel boat defending. There is 1 hit. Let's try to keep this simple. 2 battle cruisers for a second hit. That's both of the diesel boats taken out by the defenders. Okay, so these 2 guys are gone. Take that off there for casualties. The Soviets have to take 2 hits. They're going to put a damage on each battle cruiser to satisfy the 2 hits. So I'll put markers under them off camera. Okay, that's that one. Now we have the fight in Akershus. We have 2 mechs and a SAM, plus a fighter and a Navy attack bomber on battlefield nukes, attacking 3 Marines and an attack chopper. So nobody gets first strike. So we've got actually he only gets 1 because it's just the SAM gets to attack with 1 roll against the attack chopper. That's a miss. Okay, we know we got 2 mechs at 2 because of the mountains. They both miss. Got a fighter. Okay, there's 1 hit. That's actually air superiority. And then we have the Navy attack bomber with battlefield nukes. And there's 1 hit. So we have 1 air hit and 1 general hit on the attack. And we've got 3 Marines defending for 1 hit. Attack chopper defending for a miss. Let's go around apply our casualties. So 1 air hit and 1 general hit by the attacker. And oh no, that's terrible. It just slipped my mind whether or not the defender got a hit. I think he did. So hit the SAM. Okay, now we have 2 mechs at 2. Nothing. Fighter. There's 1 hit. Attack bomber. There's 2 hits. That's what they needed, was 2. Okay, so we get 2 Marines defending for 1 hit. All right, that comes off, that comes off. These guys are done. Then they lose 1. So NATO liberates Akershus with 1 surviving mechanized. All right, now we got the surgical strike on northern Germany. There are 2 SPAGs. Well, we got interception first, because the 2 fighters from East Germany are scrambling to intercept. So 2 Warsaw Pact fighters at 3. They both miss. Okay. And there are 2 NATO fighters at 3. There is 1 interception hit. Now the attack bomber intercepts at 1. That's a miss. Okay, so one Warsaw Pact fighter was shot down. All right, now the SPAGs get to take their shot. And since the escorting fighters are not eligible to take air defense hits. Oh no, wait, they can. If they're on scene, they can. He gets 2 SPAG shots. They both miss. All right, now we have 4 cruise missiles. And this has spy satellite, if I forgot to mention that. So there's 1 cruise missile hit. And now we got the attack bomber with battlefield nukes. Oh, he missed. He whiffed completely. Whiffed completely. All right, so this comes off. 1 of the scrambling Warsaw Pact fighters is dead. And they take 1 casualty from the attack. That'll be a SPAG. Not very good, was he? Not very good shooting. Okay, that's it for combat. Non-combat. The strategic bomber is going to land back in Paris. All the other air landed back where they came from. Over here in the mid, the fleet moves over to M4. Oh yeah, the diesel boat here in A42 after the miss, of course, went on silent running. Okay, that's it for, no, wait, there's going to be another non-combat. This air cav from Extremadura moves down to Gibraltar. Okay, that's it for non-combat now. Place units. Okay, that's going to be... Yeah, we'll do this way first. Okay, first up, in Benelux, we're building 2 mechs, 2 spags, and a fighter. There's the minor army base. Two mechs, 2 spags, and a fighter in Benelux. Then in Rhineland, that's where the rest is going. 2 artillery, a next-gen MBT, and a SAM at the major army base, and a fighter at the major air base. And that card is right here. Two artillery onto the one that was already there. All right, that's units placed. Now, collect income. Yeah. Okay, NATO is at 47. There's 3 tankers on the dashboard, so that's -6 down to 41. And there are 2 terrorist cells on the map, so that's -2 more down to 39. Okay, shot 4 cruise missiles, built 3, so we got a net loss of 1 there. Shot 3 anti-ship missiles and built 2. So take that one off. That's also a net loss of 1. Okay, Ozark Outpost. Over and out.